Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a vehicle. You need to remove or replace front CV axle shaft. Stay with us, we will explain how to do that. We'll demonstrate on the front right side. Those are the ones that are actually a little bit harder to do. On the left side will be almost the same way with one minor difference. So make sure to stay until the end and we're going to explain that as we go. Some vehicles left and right side is exactly identical. Now, even though we'll demonstrate on this Hyundai vehicle guys, probably will cover 70 to 80% of the vehicles on the road. There will be some minor differences. For instance, if you have a BMW, Mercedes, Audi, anything like that. Before we start, let me tell you guys, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart. Why we do all that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. Another thing, if you need to buy a new CV axle, parts, tools for your car for a great price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. So let's explain what we have here. Now, before we start guys, anything. Okay, let me get under the vehicle. You need to make sure you jack it up and you have it really nicely secured, multiple jack stands, even put the wheels under the vehicle, okay, to make sure that it doesn't fall. That's the right CV axle shaft guys. The left one is right here. The right one is usually the one that's long. On some cars you might have a mount. On this one we do not. The left and the right side is exactly the same procedure to remove them. If you guys have a mount, okay, it will be to the engine block. So we will need to remove the mount. Usually we have 3 or 4 bolts that you need to remove so you can replace it. But most cars may not even have one. Now let's explain what you need to do right after that. So we need to come guys, okay, on this side, and on most cars you will have a nut. On some vehicles you may have a bolt. For instance, German vehicles like to use bolts. On other vehicles we often see nuts. The nut may be the one that you hit with a hammer, okay, to lock it in place, or you may have a pin, security pin, that stays in place. If you have a pin, straighten it, okay, and pull it out. If you have a nut that's bent, you need to straighten it and you can take it loose. Find a socket, huge socket that fits a big bar, okay, and you might need to even use a cheater pipe as well. We have a person go inside, okay, and hit the brakes. Make sure the car is really supported well guys, because if it falls it will kill you guys. So we'll have a person hold the brakes really good and I'll try to take that thing off, okay. In some cases that could be really tight guys, to the point that you might need to use a cheater pipe like that to be able to get it loose. So now we're gonna turn the steering wheel to the other side. It needs to go all the way to the left. If you're working on the right side most of the times, you need to turn the steering wheel to the left if the tie rod is on the back side of the wheel. If it's on the front side of the wheel, if you're working on the right side, you need to open it to the right. So, oh well, yeah, my bad. Before we do that, we still need to turn it to remove the bolt underneath. I forgot about the bolt, but later we're going to explain. So you need to find on which side the bolt is located now. Some vehicles may have a locking pin. If you have holes through the bolt, you need a locking pin. Some do not guys, okay. You need to remove the nut. If it starts spinning, you can hold the bolt on the back side with another wrench. Here we recommend to soak really good with a penetrating oil and let it soak for 20-30 minutes even before you start working. Spray in the crack if yours is cracked like that. Some ones, the ball joint, you may have a nut on top. It really depends on the design. Let me show you which penetrating oil we like using here at the garage quite often. This WD-40 with a flexible straw, it's amazing. We'll put the link in the description of the video below. Now let's go ahead, okay, and show you what we need to do guys. We need to get a pry bar, okay. We'll get a hammer and we'll gently start hammering that ball joint out. Okay, it came out, perfect. Now what do we need to do? I need to go inside, okay. Before we do that, we need to disconnect the brake line if it attaches to the strut, so we don't put any tension on it. ABS brake lines, make sure you never put extra tension. Now we can turn the steering wheel some from here, okay, because we have the car in the air all the way to the right. Let's pull that washer out. Here you can spray penetrating spray oil if you have a lot of rust. Get a rubber hammer and try getting, okay, pull the hub a little bit this way and push the axle to the back. Now I'll grab it on this side. Okay, pull more and it came out. In some cases you may need to remove the sway bar. In our case we don't. We'll be able to remove it without a sway bar. But let's explain what we need to do underneath. Those are axle popping tools, guys. Amazing tools. 2 of them, depending which one it fits. Ours, this one fits. It makes your life so much easier. We'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get them from. So I will go underneath now. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Now, on some cars, when you remove the CV axle, you may leak transmission fluid out. Okay, if it has automatic or manual transmission, you may leak fluid out. So you may need to drain the transmission or the differential when you do that. On some you don't. Ours will not leak, depending on the design. Now, things that you need to do. Let me explain now. Let me just put the camera here so you can see what I'm doing, guys. I'm going to get the axle popper tool. Let's turn the CV axle a little bit. Okay, turn. Okay, like that, to where I have 2 high spots. Okay, here and here. I'm going to get a hammer. Okay, get it here. It doesn't go all the way around the CV axle, but either like that or you just pry it like this one. Okay, it comes out. Okay, now we have a person. Just pull it out through the hub. Okay, right there, and the CV axle came out. The other side is exactly the same as this one, as you can see. So you can see it's not very complicated. It's doable now. Some cars will be more rusted. Things will probably were not removed for a long time, so that can cause quite a bit of headache. But you get the idea, guys. That's how we remove it. If you need to buy one, we'll put the link in the description of the video below. Also, we have a video that explains the symptoms of bad CV axle shaft as well. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.